Hello, hello, dear friends. Hello, hello. Well, I'm glad to welcome everyone who joined the webinar today. Uh, all my friends, acquaintances from the telecommunication industry, where I have been working for the last 13 years. It's great to see so many friends here. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Mike. I'm the head of business development at JIQ. We are a leading developer of voice robots in Europe. The company is based in London, and I'm joined by Serge today, our voice technology expert. Well, and today Serge will talk about the core of our product and provide a client's perspective by posing questions to me about how our technology can address current pain points for customers. Um, our focus will primarily be on increasing ARPU, as it's the key KPI for directors and heads of sales of telcos. And however, we will also touch upon improving metrics such as retention, churn reduction, and customer experience. Hello, Serge.
Hey, Mike. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody on board with us. We're glad to see you. And I'll just say a few more words about today's webinar. Um, we have quite a plan today, and we will be going through the following topics. So we will talk about the old ways of increasing ARPU, the ways that don't work, and we will demystify some facts, like some things that are being considered in the market about voice AI technology. We will talk about 18 ways of increasing ARPU for telecom companies. We will be talking about the JAQ solution portfolio. And last but not least, we have a bonus at the end of the presentation for everybody. And for everybody who's going to be with us till the end of the webinar. And of course, there are several rules. If you wish to ask a question, please do so. We have a comment. We have some comments under the video. You could see it at the comment ribbon. And so please leave all the questions you have there in the comments. So we have our colleagues like managing this chat there, and some of the questions can be raised to this webinar, and we will be glad to answer all of them. If we're not going to answer all of them, we're going to come back to you after the webinar, and we will provide you the answer, and we will be really glad to do so. So let's start. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, let's get it started. Thank you, Serge. Well, allow me to explain why traditional service promotion methods may not work in telco. Yeah, we know that they are still used and loved by many, but let's first consider some annoying factors. To start with, push notification. Personally, I have them all turned off except for some banking apps because I need to know where my transactions occur. Whether it's the operator, retailer, or marketplace, they tend to be too frequent and intrusive. That's why I have all notifications disabled. Well, Serge, what about SMS? Any ideas here?
Well, yeah, SMS is a traditional way to inform your customers about your services, about any changes that you have. SMS work, they have their specific functionality, they are used for specific things, but are they really so useful? Are they really providing a call to action that we need from our subscribers? I mean, I understand if an operator from a bank is telling me about these new loans and these new credit cards, but if a bank or some company sends me an SMS, okay, that's a good notification, but not more. It's not calling me for any action basically right now. So there's a lot of different kind of technologies that are more and more interactive with the subscriber, with the customer. Yeah.
Right, that's absolutely true. Well, as for targeted advertising, yes, it's more than an eco-friendly tool. We all know that. Well, however, we should remember that it may not deliver any instant results, and the budgets required can be astronomical.
Right.
Uh,
And so actually, if you're holding a call center and if you have a team of human operators, that's in a very expensive way in order to reach out to your customer and manage some customer interactions. But this could be a really expensive because you need to hire people, you need to train people, and people come to your company, they leave from your company as well. This could be quite of a very expensive thing to manage on continuous basis.
yeah. Well, I should say that all the commercial offers become standardized, leaving fewer reasons to maintain a call center. People get burned out, repeating the same things throughout times over and over again.
Right,
So
right.
it's the shortest path to redundancy, and call centers are all well aware of that. Yeah, here we will talk about some few myths about voice robots. Uh, some people think that they annoy everyone, but we can say that the numbers say the opposite. 60%, up to 60% pick up the phone, 30% speaks even the most linear robot. They can't do anything, say the rest. Yeah. But again, well, the numbers don't lie. Our script, our typical script, includes from 30 to 120 phrases and 1 4 lines of dialogue. This is the emotional voice acting, low pauses, and so on. And the customer may suppose that it's difficult, but again, it's only the desire from your side, and everything else is on our side. The average project integration and implementation may take from 3 to 5 weeks if we speak about some complicated, sophisticated project for the telco. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on further. And so, having said that, and having said about the main problems that can occur in telecom companies, and with some of the myths that are in the market there about uh, voice robots and AI technology, we here at JIQ, we are developing AI voice technology in order for it to sound like a human being. Our voice robots think like a human being and they respond in a very human like way. With the help of a conversational AI voice technology, you will be able to automate your standard communication scripts and do it on a very large scale, on a very large number, daily based, monthly based, with reaching out millions and millions of subscribers on your side. The the AI voice robot can be simply connected to your CRM system, into your IP telephony system that you are using in your call center. So it can source the relevant data and it can craft a very personalized communication with your subscriber. And the subscriber, this is a very important thing. We here at JIQAI, we make robots that are not recognizable as robots unless you tell the subscriber that they are. So with the help of this technology, the AI voice agents from JIQAI can do hundreds of work of hundreds of people on daily basis.
Right, they think human, speak human, and maybe look like human, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
just like that.
just like that. Okay, well, let's come over to all these ways and enumerate them and elaborate about how it works. So, method number one, that with the help of the outbound robot, we can update the part of the price plan, the internet package, or maybe some SMS package when a robot conducts the call to a potential to a current customer and explains him that right now he's using more than he used to use, and probably it's high time to have the update. Well, it make update the whole tariff. It can update the whole tariff, like offering some higher package of the operator. Uh, Number three, it can sell a third party service. And we know that on the platform of the operator that there can be lots of third party services as uh, movie service, book service, music, dating service. So it can reach out your subscribers and have a dialogue about connecting to any third party service. And again, telcos may develop some new services inside the platform. For example, a TV, a mobile television may appear, and it's the nicest way and the nicest and the neatest way to tell everyone on your platform, to tell every your subscriber that this service uh, has been introduced. Uh, so don't be shy. Tell your subscribers that the new services are being introduced.
So let's look at an example, basically. So we have a few examples and few cases that we would like to show you throughout our webinar. And so here is an example of how our conversational AI voice robot can sell your subscriber some additional services.
Right.
Hello?
This is Jessica from Company. Is this a good time to talk?
Okay, yeah, it's a good time. You can talk.
Thank you. We appreciate that you are with us and would like to give you a present, a 6-month free Apple Music subscription. You will get access to 60 million songs to download and listen offline. So let's activate the subscription for you, okay?
Okay. So, how much does this subscription cost?
Normally, the subscription costs, but you can have it for half a year free of charge and continue using it afterwards with 30% off at. The offer is valid for our clients only. So let's activate the subscription for you, okay?
So, how can I use it or how do I get started to use it?
I can give you access to Apple Music with free promo period now. You will only need to open the Apple Music app and log in using your Apple ID and password. So, will you try it?
What devices does this support?
Apple Music works on any Apple or Android device. You can enjoy music on almost any device. It's very convenient. Will you try it?
Okay, okay, go ahead. Sure.
Excellent. So, with your permission, I have activated Apple Music subscription. You can manage your subscription in your personal account. Good luck and goodbye.
All right, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, she has started using the music service for some period. She's gonna use it for free, but then the subscription will be paid. Of course, she will be informed about that, not to forget. But we see that step by step we are developing the consumption of this particular subscriber, thus involving in the services of the platform. Well, perfect.
Right,
What's the outcome?
right. Yeah, and I'll just add more to that. That was a conversation with a live customer. The customer didn't even know that she was talking to a robot, and I would really like for any telecom company to call me in such a way and to introduce me with such services that I didn't even know about. So I'm not really like interested in the standard products there, but if if the company will call me and give me some new recommendations for example, for my personal TV series demands, so that will be really, really relevant for me. For example, I'm very um, I'm hopefully going to subscribe to some new services, and so I could I would be interested in such a call like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's analyze the customer behavior and make it easier to reach them. So within these steps, we will definitely increase ARPU. Okay, as for the project details, selling a third-party service, the average conversion rate was 30 was sorry about 24%. We gained up the speed of 200 calls per second, and within this operator, more than 400,000 subscribers connected to a new operator service. It's obviously, uh, as I said, 200 calls per second make it faster, make it 200 times faster than a human. Well, let's speak about reactivation when we reach out the customers who are leaving or who has already left the operator. So here we have three business cases: that mobile number portation ceasing, when we literally don't let the subscriber go from us with the mobile number to the network of any other operator. Then we reactivate the services. We remind the customer that he was previously using the service, but now for some reason he doesn't use it anymore, and probably some new features appeared, and that's probably the brightest moment to connect to this service again. Then number 7 is the former customer outreach. It comes from number 5, when the operator has already outflown, and it's the operator of another network, and here where we can call, and here where we can say that our network has developed, and we see some more interesting, and we have introduced some more interesting things, and that we can explain you, that we can tell you more about, and you can return to our network. So it's the former customer outreach. But let's listen to the example how we can stop the mobile number portation with the help of the outbound call.
right. Let's listen to an example of that. We have such business cases like that.
Afternoon. This is Telecom. My name is Judy. Am I talking to Mr. Andrew McFellin now?
Yeah, that's me. How can I help you?
Mr. McFellin, on June 27th, you left an application for switching with your number to the network of another operator, which should take place before July 3rd. It's right?
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for your answer. Mr. McFellin, we appreciate your loyalty as a subscriber because you have been with us for quite a long time, so we have prepared a special offer for you. This is a transition to special tariff, according to which the number of minutes and SMS remain the same, and the internet traffic package will be twice as much and will now be 20 gigabytes instead of 10. By the way, this tariff will cost 30% less than your current one. That is dollars. Tell me, would you be interested in staying with us and switching to this tariff?
Sounds tempting. And what? You're offering me this just because I'm leaving?
In fact, we have had loyalty programs for a long time and are applied depending on the situation. In your particular case, we are sorry to lose your loyalty now. I think it's time to offer you a tariff that best suits your needs. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. We can also connect the music service for free for 6 months from the current date. How are you? Are you interested in these conditions, and are you ready to cancel the porting to the network of another operator and stay with us?
Let's go.
Well, increasing the subscribers' profitability is crucial, but we must keep in mind that each country has its own market, and if subscriber finds it expensive, they will leave. If the quality doesn't meet their expectations, they will also leave. So don't forget to highlight your advantages to subscribers. Ask them about their past experience. Remind them of changes in your offerings. Additionally, if the legislation permits in your country, it's completely normal to engage with former subscribers.
Right, right, Mike. It could have been said better. Let's look at the project details from that kind of conversations.
Yeah. So the details of the customer reactivation that we see here is the conversion rate more than 10%. Uh, then we have the figures of 34% service activation, and we reached more customers per year, 312%. So, and finally, the growth of the revenue brought by voice agent is 39%.
It's fantastic numbers, basically. Let's go
Absolutely.
ahead.
Well, we all like presents, right? So bonuses for customer. Uh, so I've got a question here. How do you delight your customers? Do you have the idea of exceeding the customer's expectations? Well, why not offering bonuses like, birthdays, national holidays, family celebrations like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, any occasions celebrated in your country or culture? Well, let's provide bonuses to customers. Perhaps they may use it for paying for your services fully or partially, or they may use it like vouchers for uh, buying some telephones or any other things from your online stores if you have them on your platform. Uh, so let's go over to the example of the interactions about the bonus.
Right. Let's go. I think there's something wrong with the video. I'll just put it again. Have something wrong with that video. Just a short technical pause. Excuse
Okay.
me. Excuse us, please.
Afternoon. My name is Judy. I am from Telecom. Am I speaking with Mr. Gerard Dodge?
Yes, it's me.
Mr. Dodge, and we have a surprise for you. First of all, happy birthday! We wish you all the best and many happy returns. As a special gift from Telecom, we are granting you premium status for 1 month. Would you like to know what it includes?
Sure.
Firstly, you will have increased communication limits with $2,000 instead of $1,000. Secondly, you will receive free subscriptions to our streaming service and music service. You will also have access to business lounges at airports across the country. And lastly, you will have 100 minutes of international roaming. Your premium status is valid starting today for 1 month, and everything is already activated. If you wish to extend it for another month, you can do so through our application. So, what do you think?
Great. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Once again, happy birthday to you. Goodbye.
Wow, that's really amazing. I wish my operator would interact with me like that, but unfortunately, they don't. Why aren't all operators like that? Uh, and I want to say it again, dear operators, dear telcos, please interact with me. I'm a good customer, but I don't know. I don't know much about your services. Tell me about them in an easy and informative way. And look, I'm really willing to expand my consumption. I'm sure that your platforms have many services that I use from somewhere else rather than with you. Now that what are the results of this birthday bonus script? We see that the customer retention growth of 17%, and we see that we have here 11% increased customer acquisition through the referrals when people advise this operator in the referral way. Uh, the conversion rate here is around 5.5%.
These are impressive numbers.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Valuable information. What is meant here? So increasing the customer's consumption, the ARPU, is not only about here and now. We know that we can do this with the methods that we um, have told you about 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But when we speak about a long-term game, we should tell more about that your infrastructure is developing. So you probably know that the winners in this telco battle are those who have the infrastructure, those who have the ecosystems. But then it's not all. We should notify. We should inform. A new branded store in the neighborhood. Tell people about it. Well, uh, offering card auto pay service, accepting cryptocurrency payments, providing a more user-friendly telecom experience. Well, tell people, and it will pay back. Then the new smartphone of the 15th model is already in branded store, and you are the official distributor of this well-known brand. But and you have probably the year contract for with buying this telephone. And are you sure that the customer will be on your side, and probably they will know more about some television advertisements of any other operator, and they will go to another branded store. But you already have this big data, you know who has the model number 14, and you can inform directly and neatly all these customers.
And yeah, and you would rather want to tell this valuable information to your customer before it is done by your competitors by TV or any other internet or some internet channel. So we do the products so that can inform your subscribers on a large scale and with high speed about news and valuable information about upcoming events, about anything that is happening in your company or new products or services, and it can do with interact with millions of people on daily basis, and you will be ahead of the market.
Right. So speaking about the project details here, when we informed about the new store opening, we see that the response rate were more than 60% within a relatively short call duration, around 40 seconds. And we had the visitors lost like more than 3,000 visitors within the first week, within the first days of the opening, and the attendance increased up to 1.5 times, 1.5 times. Uh, so it all says about that. Don't forget to tell about the new things in your ecosystem, in your
Right,
infrastructure.
right.
Right. Yes, this number 14 and number 15 is more about the online interaction with the customer. Uh, 14 is when you have looked at the list of the services. For example, you opened the application of the mobile operator and read about some service so many times, and the operator understands the interaction, tracks the interactions, and then they are and the operator sees that it's the very moment to call to this subscriber and engage him in connecting the service. Then number 15 is a typical thing for an online store, not only for the operators, but lots of operators have their own online stores, like selling smartphones. You forgot to, you forgot in your shopping cart, you forgot something in your shopping cart, you forgot the telephone, and I want to remind you all about it.
Yeah, so what happens after I put some things in my cart and then I didn't purchase it? So how do we make those purchases happen?
Let's listen.
Well, yeah, well, let's listen to the conversation with the robot right now.
This is Branded Stores Department of Operator. Can I speak with you now?
Yes, why not?
Thank you. We appreciate you being our subscriber and for visiting our online stores. We noticed that you recently selected but didn't make a purchase, and it's still in your cart. Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
I wanted to inform you that for the next 10 days, we have a promotion for our longtime customers, and we are giving you a $50 bonus that you can use towards purchasing this phone or any other model from our range. The bonus has already been activated and is waiting for you in your account. It is valid until July 10th and will be automatically deducted when you make a purchase. Enjoy shopping. Goodbye.
Perfect. Well, I should say that this story is quite typical, not only for telcos but for online retail as well. And see how the project went on. The offer for an incomplete order response rate here is around 70%. The call duration is about the average, like 40 seconds. We have 7% more deals that were completed, and the online store retention growth were about 22%. And we also gained in the daily traffic growth. So use this feature. This is something that really works, and that this is something that we really
Right. I would like to highlight that a 7% more complete offers is a terrific result, basically. So you just give your customer a small voucher, but it gains a huge result. I would like to also maybe until we go ahead, there was a question in our chat about how many customers can be spoken to simultaneously. So we can do up to 200 lines per second. So this is one of the biggest capacities that we've reached on our projects. There is also a question regarding the commercials of the product. So we would be really glad to answer those commercials on a meeting with you, and because this could be regard to the complexity of your script, the number of calls that you need to do on daily basis, whether they are outbound or inbound, what kind of variables you have there in your script. And so we can give you individual price proposal. So we will be happy to meet with you after the webinar, deep dive into your requirements, and then we will do some homework and give you an individual proposal. Yeah. So, but now let's move on.
Delivery notification, case number 16. Uh, when we provide the customer with information about the delivery of their SIM cards, yeah, the selling process of a SIM card can be different in this or that country, but I should say that this is also an important KPI for a sales director is the percentage of the activated SIM cards. Well, it becomes essential, it becomes natural to remind customers that they receive the SIM card and it's going to be delivered soon. So in this case, we make it prompt to activate. And what's more, we um, involve them in the usage of this SIM card. Maybe when they were ordering this, they thought that it could be some additional SIM card, supplementary SIM card, but uh, it can, with our help, it can be the SIM card that they will use, because once they activate it, they can understand the advantages of this.
Yeah, well, this is a very important business process. So we don't only sell the SIM card, we need to activate it. We need to make sure that it's activated and our ARPU is activated from that moment. And so now we are approaching to surveys. What do we do with them?
It's not only about NPS, because NPS, it's quite clear. We should inform people. Sorry, we should have these queries about some branded store visit or any other interactions with the telco platform. Yeah, it's obvious. But what we want to mention here is that the surveys that discover more about customers, when we conduct the service and ask the customer which services they like about our company, which services they don't like. So, for example, they have connected to some service that requires some subscription fee. They don't use it, and they may tell the operator right away, and the service can be disconnected. But at the same time, they would like to ask more about some new features that were introduced, like a TV service. So a conversational AI, a robot, can conduct this survey and know more about the customer and connect and disconnect services during this survey.
Yeah, just like in my case, I often receive some recommendations on my TV program list that is not really relevant for me. If I receive these surveys from my telecom operator, I would love to tell them about more about my preferences in order for them to just customize the solution for me, just to customize the service list that they are notifying me about. And
Indeed,
before, yeah.
indeed, yeah, Serge. Big data and interaction history. Uh, it is not always enough to understand the full picture, the full portrait of the, as you say, the full avatar of the subscriber. So give the customer a call, arrange a customer development interview, maybe a short one, and you'll learn many interesting things about him or her.
Right. Before we move on, I would like to comment on one of the recent questions that have been asked in the comments. It's about the languages. So basically, we handle English and the main European languages, such as like French, Spanish, German, Portuguese, and languages like that. We also have experience in some specific dialects. So we would rather look at the complexity of the script Add your technical requirements to the script in order to confirm some specific dialects from all over the world. But mainly, we would like to point out that it is European languages and English as a basic one.
Okay.
So one of our products that can be used by telecom companies is the AI virtual secretary. So this is a robot that is receiving all your inbound calls. It could basically pick up the phone. The robot will understand who is calling, why is the person calling you, and after the call, it can schedule a call back. It can send a very short summary to the person about who was calling, why he was calling, uh, and it will provide a date and time when a callback was scheduled with the person. So uh, telecom companies often um, offer their subscribers with voicemails, but this uh, particular voicemail secretary is based on AI solutions, and it can engage in a conversation with the caller in a very human-like way and understand the well, what is the call purpose. One of the very most important parts of this product for a telecom company that you can earn money on interconnections. Maybe Mike can also add something to that.
Yeah, here the model is a bit different. So this is not where we interact with the customer by means of the robot. This is where the customer um, connects the service that interacts with other customers, then filters the it acts as a filter to like an upgrade model of the voicemail when in a very convenient way you may know more about the caller and make the decision whom to call back or whom to not. Yes, and the very important feature is that when the call from another network follows to the operator, uh, every time when we uh, answer the call, the interconnection, the internet interconnect call happens. So it could not happen if the call was not answered. Then uh, the operator answers more and more calls from another network, and thus gaining more revenue from the interconnect.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point there. So one of the biggest values of the AI virtual secretary that they can filter a lot of spam. So you will not receive basically any spam. The secretary will handle all the spam, and it will send you the reports that this person was calling you, that there was a certain promotion there, and so you can offer this AI virtual secretary to your subscribers as well. Um, and one of the biggest values of JIQ AI portfolio for telecom companies is that we can totally replace an IVR. An IVR system is a pre-recorded scenario-based robot that is basically asking people to push button number one to go one path, button number two to go the second path, and etc. etc. Well, basically, our subscribers, when they need help and they're calling with some issue there, they can get really frustrated holding on the line and listening to the robot that doesn't interact with them. And JIQ offers AI voice agents that basically engage in a conversation with your customer. They can understand what is the specific issue that customer has, and they can directly transfer to the right operator, to the right specialist at the telecom company side. So you will gain more customer satisfaction there. You will not hold a lot of customers on the line. You will not pay for that, and so there's a lot of values basically, and it's cheaper, it's faster, and it's more interactive with your customers.
It's quite astonishing, but in 2023, we still have lots of IVRs, not only in telcos, but in banking, insurance, and other spheres when we need to press one or two to reach this or that path. Yeah.
Hey, AI technology is here, and so we can forget about this, and we would once again, we would like to introduce our company. We are JIQ AI, and we develop conversational AI voice technologies to help our customers to cut costs and to increase their pace of their sales force. So in 2022, we made more than 160 million processed calls. We right now we do about 2 million calls per day with all of our customers, and we, as I said previously, we can handle 200 calls per second, but there is basically no limit to that. So based on your requirements, we can set up a solution that can exceed even this number. And what is the magic behind the robot? So what is under the trunk? What is under the trunk of this machine? So we develop our own kind of natural language understanding model. We use a voice activity detection system that is filtering the human speech activity from all the environmental noise that is happening. And so after that, we take that voice recording and we apply speech synthesis in order to convert it into text. After we generate the text of the inquiry, we use the heart of our robot, the GPT-3 model, which is pre-trained on a huge amount of data specifically regarded to your business in order for the robot to engage into meaningful conversations that are related specifically to your business there. And after we generate the response, we use synthesis to synthesize basically the response, and the whole process, the whole cycle, it goes within just less than a second. So it is a very seamless and a very human-like conversation can be achieved with the help of the services that we are using under our technologies. I'll tell you more that this robot, you don't need to just put any information inside it like manually. We can integrate with your CRM system. The robot can automatically source all the data that is required to execute the daily phone calls from your CRM system. We integrate with all the very well-known CRM systems, and not only with CRM systems, but also with the IP telephony that you are currently using. So we can also integrate with that. And so we will just connect the robot to your CIP trunk and execute the calls within your IP telephony provider. So as we have promised you, we have a bonus for everybody, and we can provide you a free demo robot for testing. We will just need some information from your side in order to understand where do we send the demo robot to you. If you look right now in the comments below the video, we are posting a link there. So please fill in the form. We will just need to know where to, what email to send the demo robot to. Please give us some some comments on how would you like to use conversational AI in your specific business. We would be glad to engage with you after the webinar and discuss your specific project and to give you some relevant solutions from our side on how to make these things happen. So thank you very much. Thank you very much,
And don't forget.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike, please go. Go
Don't
ahead.
forget that we will also provide you the extended consultancy consultation on your particular business case, and we'll
Right.
include it in our bonus.
Right. So this is absolutely for free. We can consult you on how you can use conversational AI in your specific business and what kind of business cases would you like to automate with conversational AI. So I think, hey, I think we need to check the link. There's some errors there. Can we check the link once again? So I see that some people are struggling to access the link. Can we repost that? Anyway, we are very thankful for everybody that has attended our webinar today, and so we also have your registration data, and we will everybody who was engaging in the conversation in the comments. So we will reach out and we will know. We will ask about your specific business requirements, and we
Yeah,
will
thank
be
you very
really
much
glad to help you.
thank you very much for attending. Please write in comments any questions that you would like to answer, and I believe that no question will be unanswered. You
Right.
can also write me directly into my LinkedIn page under which you have this webinar. Uh, that was nice evening. Well,
Thanks a lot, Mike.
yeah, this one works. Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, thank
Thank
you,
you very
sir.
much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Bye bye.
telcos. Bye bye.